Today we're talking about seed plants. So there's your heading, seed plants. I'd also like you to write down characteristics of seed plants. We're going to name a few things. So we started out simple. We started out with seedless non-vascular plants, things like moss. Then we moved to seedless vascular plants like ferns. And now we're moving on to seed plants, which a lot of these are ones that you would expect. Write down number 1, roots, stems, and leaves. Seed plants have roots, stems, and leaves. They have vascular tissue. They have xylem for water, phloem for nutrients, food. They reproduce using seeds. None of these things are a surprise, but that spore thing is over with now. We're talking seeds. Examples, write down 1 or 2 there. We could list a list of 100 different things that we know produce seeds. Kind of interesting, some plants we eat the seeds. Like corn, you're eating the seed, or peanuts, you're eating the seed. Other things we eat it and it has the seed in it, like a tomato or an apple. So seeds can kind of come in all shapes, sizes. You don't need to write anything, but we're going to put plants into groups based on how they produce seeds. I do want you to write this down. Gymnosperms, and all 3 bullets there. If I'm going too fast, just pause it. But gymnosperms have leaves that are needle-like or scale-like. Most are evergreens, and the seeds are produced in cones. So, gymnosperms, instead of flat leaves like we're used to, they're going to have needles. If you have a pine tree or something in your backyard, it's a gymnosperm. Most are evergreens, meaning they look the same all year round. And then instead of having flowers, there's going to be no flowers, there's going to be no fruit, but it's going to be cones. So they're going to have pine cones, and that's going to contain the seed. If you want to get your parents to think you're really smart, call your Christmas tree a gymnosperm. Say, Mom, let's gather around the gymnosperm and open up presents. They'll either think you're really, really smart, or they'll tell you to stop being weird. But that is a gymnosperm. You don't need to write anything, but there are different divisions: Conifera, pines, spruce, cedar, juniper. Redwoods, maybe you're familiar with these, like the California redwoods. Crazy tall, wide. I've seen pictures where people, they hollow them out and you can drive a car through the base of it. Just some other examples here. Those are gymnosperms. Now, angiosperms are kind of the opposite. Angiosperms, seeds are enclosed in fruit, and they produce flowers. Seeds are enclosed in fruit, produce flowers. So most of the things that you planted in your garden are angiosperms. Those tomatoes, they have flowers and then they have fruit with seeds in them. Cucumbers, same thing. They flower and then inside the cucumber are seeds. Pumpkins, watermelon, any of these things, peppers, are angiosperms. They have a flower and they have fruit. 2 types of angiosperms. We're going to stop there for today. We'll talk about monocots and dicots tomorrow. There we go.